All right, congratulations for joining me on this presentation. In this presentation, I'll be sharing 10 of the business lessons I learned from my billionaire mentors and how they impacted my business. And I trust that if you take them to heart and hopefully try and implement them, they will help your business too. Here's a quick disclaimer. Even though this presentation is called the 10 best secrets or 10 best kept secrets I learned from my mentors, I'd like to inform you that there's actually no secret to success. Yeah, you heard that right. There's no secret to success, but there are systems to success. Once you figure out one system, all you have to do is keep milking that system. And before the end of today's presentation, I'll review one of my systems that can help almost anyone turn 50,000 naira into a million naira in 30 days. I know that kind of sounds like one of those over bloated hypes that internet marketers use in selling their courses, but I am not like that. Right? Let me quickly show you some proof that I know what I'm talking about. On March 11 this year, 2021, which was actually my birthday, I set a goal to hit a million naira from a single Facebook post without running any ads, like no advert at all, just a single Facebook post. I didn't hit the goal, but I got a revenue of 545,000 naira, and all of that came in less than 14 hours. Here's what the Facebook post looks like. You can scroll down my Facebook wall so you can see the post. It's a very long post, right? And this post generated 545,000 naira in 14 hours. My name on Facebook is Promise Ohaneje, so you can go there, check it by yourself, and verify this by yourself. You know, a few people that saw the results wondered how it was possible to do that with just a single Facebook post. What they don't realize is that I activated a system right there on my Facebook wall using a Facebook post I made 2 days before my birthday. If I had not done so, I probably wouldn't even make up to 50,000 naira, even with all my popularity on Facebook. So basically, today, I just wanted to put it at the back of your mind that you need systems. Like, whether you like it or not, if you want to succeed long term, you need systems. Here are a few other things you probably, I think you should know about me before we continue. I've worked side by side with other marketing legends like Patrick Ogidi. We did a webinar together, I think to over 200,000 people on his platform. That was in August 2020. You can see the picture of like that's me right there, Promise Ohaneje with Patrick Ogidi. All right. In February 2019, I worked with Waju Abraham, who is currently referred to as Nigeria's most hated marketer right now. We launched a software that did over 3 million naira within 2 weeks of launching it. And this is me with Ronald and Zimora. He reached out to me in December 2020 when he was preparing to launch Kairos. Kairos is currently the biggest independent network marketing platform in Nigeria. All these collaborations and partnership goes to tell you that I know a thing or two about sales and marketing. And as always, I always give credit to those who helped me along the way. I'm talking about like people like my mentors, all right? Which is why I'll be sharing some of the lessons I learned from them with you today so that you too can use these lessons in your own business and make wonders happen. And before we start, I'd like to give you like a quick 2 minutes backstory of how I came to be who I am today. My name is Promise Ohaneje. I'm a businessman, I'm a sales trainer, I'm a closer. I want to invite you, check me out on Facebook and on Instagram. Promise Ohaneje. Just type Promise Ohaneje on Facebook, Instagram. You find me. Connect with me on any of the socials. Maybe send me a friend request, and let's connect from there. Many years ago, when I was still in the university, I think like 12, 13 years ago, thereabouts, I was a broke undergraduate boy who had two parents yet felt like an orphan. I struggled to eat one meal per day. I had accommodation problems. I couldn't afford rent for, I think, about 1 year and 10 months. So I started squatting with some of my friends. I'm someone that doesn't like to bother other people. So if I stayed in your house for like maybe a week, thereabout, maximum 2 weeks, but roughly 1 week, I'll leave your house and go to the next person's house. So I kept rotating my squatting like that. Besides, I had few friends, so I was back to the first person in less than 2 months of rotating my squatting. At some point, I stopped staying at my friend's place because I felt I was bothering them. None of them ever complained. I was the one that actually felt I was bothering them. So I started sleeping anywhere night catches me. Sometimes I'll sleep in night class, just like this picture right here. I'll sleep in night class, or maybe if I'm outside the school premises, I'll just hang around clubs so I can stay there, where there are activities till like daybreak, all those clubs in Port Harcourt. Hanging around clubs came with its own downsides. I started drinking, I started smoking, but right now I stopped smoking. But then I actually was smoking, I was drinking. But the entrepreneurial spirit in me won't just die. So what I did was somehow I saw that people were selling noodles just like this guy right here. I started selling noodles also in the night to prostitutes and clubbers at night. I obviously failed many of my courses because I could not concentrate in school anymore. And not too long after this time, that was when I launched my first internet business. I think it was in 2009 stroke 2010. I was selling information on how to install a software on your computer to get access to many premium DSTV channels for free. I was selling it for I think 1,500 naira. I had no idea how to advertise online. That was how poorly I started online, right? I had no idea how to advertise online. So I printed posters and pasted all around the city of Port Harcourt. It took like so many years of trial and error and learning from the orgas from afar, like watching other people do things from afar and try to copy them. But then when I started making small money from my half-baked marketing tactics, I paid for mentorship to shorten the journey. Right, the moment I figured out how to sell, I went on the selling spree. Like when I figured out how to sell online, I sold literally anything that could be sold online, from things as common as smoked fish to things as expensive as real estate. All right, and like anything in between. Think about it. Then I set a goal for myself at some point to consistently do 100,000 naira per day every day of the month. I'd never done that before in my life, and in February 2017, I hit that goal: 100,000 naira per day consistently for the complete 28 days of the month. I even had to record myself log into my account on the last day of the month to actually show proof. And since then, it has been from glory to glory. I think I should quickly show you. That's it. 2,751 as at this 28th day in the morning. The 28th day was not complete. It was me logging into my GT app or my GT internet banking. All right. You see all the credit section to show and the date, so you see that all of that came through in a single month. This was way back 2017. Then I was even still scratching the surface of the internet. I had not even gone deep. Okay, maybe we should look at it till the very end. You can check all the numbers put together. That's 200k, that's 100k, that's 100k, that's 30, that's 20, that's 5, that's 10, that's 31, that's 46. That's quite a lot. If you add all those figures all together, add all of that together, it turned out to be 2,751,360, and that was on the 28th day in the morning. Before the end of the 28th day, actually did 2.8 million naira. All right, now that I know what I know, and I'm very sure it's impossible for me to ever go back to being broke again in this life. The next thing I did was to start using this knowledge that I have to help other people, and that's what I've been doing for like the past 4 years. From that 2017, count it, 2018, 2019, 2020, up until this 2021 that we are in. I've been organizing free seminars all around Nigeria. Even this free presentation you're watching right now is part of that main goal of helping as many people as possible. Here are a few testimonials from some of those who have benefited from my knowledge in the past.
Hey guys, Joseph Don here, and I wanted to give a quick shout out to Promise Ohanaje and say thank you for everything he did for me. So I met Promise when I first heard of him in Waju Abraham's book, and then via my friend Emmanuel Abolo. And then Promise sees my ad one day running on Facebook, and Promise just goes through my funnel, and then I see a DM later. It says, DM me ASAP. And I say, okay, why? And I rush to his DM, and Promise tells me, I went through your funnel, I saw your webinar. How is it? Is it converting? Honestly, it wasn't really converting then, right? And I said, yeah, it's really not converting. And Promises, this is your problem. This is where you made the mistake. Your close is wrong. Your intro is wrong. This is what you did wrong. Now go and correct it and do it right. Mind you guys, all this he did for free for me, right? And I went and I did the webinar again, tweaked everything, made all the changes, and guess whose funnel is super converting now at a very fast rate? My funnel. All thanks to Promise. So if Promise is selling anything, guys, that man is full of value. Pay for it and you surely get the value for your money. Thank you once again, Promise Ohanaje. Thank you so much.
All right, that was from Joseph Don, popularly known as JD. All right, Then this one is the next one is from Dakpo Alimi. I think you guys should listen to this one. It's powerful.
So here is a fact: the internet marketing space is filled with a lot of BS guys. I mean, bullshit guys. And but Promise Ohaneje is of a different breed. It's not. There are not many guys out there who put their heart, into what they create for people who follow them. Many IM guys, and others are all about what they can quickly, make. And that's why you have many of them launching products back to back to back to back to back. And they always have something that they are selling and all that, even when whatever it is they sold before to their audience has not even made any serious impact and all that stuff. So but Promise, I joined his back in the days when I was very ignorant about internet marketing. When I'm talking about the days, I'm just talking about last year, 2019. I didn't know, there were a lot of things about internet marketing that sounded like Greek to me. I didn't understand what was going on. So I bought into his program, and by the way, that program delivered too much value for the amount we paid. Just about 25k back then. Was the LIM program, Learn Internet Marketing and all that, and it took us through all the steps, all the the technology, everything that basically confuses people, the technology, the science, the art, of internet marketing, funnel creation, copywriting and stuff like that. It was how I got my start. Though I am more into the affiliate marketing, but the skills I got from that program is how I was able to find it easy to do affiliate marketing. So Promise is somebody I would recommend anytime, any day. If he creates something, I would buy it, because I know he takes his time to create stuff for the internet marketing space. So that's that. All right. Thank you. So that's it.
All right, guys, that's from Dakpo Alimi, popularly known as Brother Dakpo on Facebook. You can go check him out. I'm glad that I'm actually instrumental in this man's coming to internet marketing world, and I've helped quite a lot of people like that. I have testimonials littered all around my Facebook wall. People tagging me to testimonials saying thank you to Promise. This is proof that I actually do what I say I do. Here's an example from Angela Komola. All right, one of the best decisions I ever made this year was to pay for and attend ICTC Blueprint Workshop by Promise Ohaneje. That's from Brother Dakpo. Also, that's from what's this guy's name? Hakim. I don't know his surname. Quite a lot of them. Like a lot of them, like everywhere. I can't really pour out all the testimonials here. I'll just be wasting time, trying to say this over and over and over again, but I think I've proved my point that I know my onion. So if I tell you I have a system that I can show you that can actually turn 50k to a millionaire, it means it's true. All right, I know my onions very well. All right, and you see, after I've worked with quite a lot of students, I've worked with a lot of clients. I worked with over 4,500 students, as in collectively Nigeria, Ghana, US, and almost 500 clients nationwide. And after working with all these people, I've come to terms with that famous statement by Les Brown that there's no secret to success. Absolutely no secret, but there's a system to success. Actually, there are multiple systems, but you have to choose one for yourself. There's a system to success. Personally, I leverage on a particular system to crawl my way out of poverty. I documented the system, the whole system, such that anyone can go through this documentation and follow it step by step and do it for themselves too. Over the years, I've taught this same system to quite a number of people, as part of my goal to help people. I've taught this system to quite a number of people, and as they kept sending in their testimonials, I kept updating documentation. So at the end of this presentation, I will unveil the content of this confidential documentation that shows the simple system that I deployed to help me hit my first 1 million naira online, and how you too can do exactly the same thing in like 30 days, starting with just 50,000 naira. So the question I have for you right now is, will you stay till the end of this presentation, or will you allow some other things distract you? Do you have a baby crying around you? Do you have TV on around you? Do you have your phone distracting you? What could possibly distract you? I don't know what it is, but you can actually pause this presentation right now and take care of that situation in the next 10 seconds. Then come back here with a notepad and a biro, because we are about to get started. All right, advise that you kill every form of distraction so that we can actually get into the matter at hand. So now let's get to the matter at hand. The 10 best kept secrets or business lessons that I learned from my billionaire mentors. All right, we're going to take them one by one, and I hope that you implement these things. They are very, very important. All right, number one, lesson number one: credibility is king. Credibility is king. People do business with people that have a track record of success. If you haven't yet established your own track record of credibility, you better damn well align yourself with people who have. All right, now I'm going to give you a quick example. If two people are selling the same thing, no difference, like 100% the same thing, and you know that this person will not run away with your money. The person you've bought from him before, or somebody has talked about this person that his own is good or whatever, and the other person actually sells the same thing, but you don't know that person. You've not heard any good news about the person. Just like you are skeptical. You're scared probably. If it doesn't work and the person is gone, your money is gone forever. But this other person, you know the person down to their backyard. You can actually go to their house and knock and say, hey, this is what you give me, no, they work. Who are you going to buy from? Who are you going to buy from? The truth is, you're going to buy from someone that you can actually track, someone that you can, like someone that has credibility. That's how things work. All right. So if you don't have credibility, one of the fastest ways to get credibility is to attach yourself or align yourself with people who have credibility. I actually did it on this presentation. In as much as I know I already have credibility, but I still implement that rule. When I was talking about Patrick O'Gidi, I was talking about Ronaldo Zimora, I was actually aligning myself with other people who already also have credibility. You should find a way in your business to attach yourself to people who have credibility. It's going to give you credibility real fast. All right. Now, the next one, lesson number 2, is best known always beats best product. The fact that you have a great product doesn't mean that you will always sell out. Word of mouth referral is good, but you can't rely on it forever. It's your job to let the word out constantly. Marketing is about getting attention. Money follows attention. Whoever gets the most attention wins the money game. Take that again. Whoever gets the most attention wins the money game. All right. Think about it. There are two businesses. One is always out there showing themselves every single time. There's a rule in marketing that it's called the rule of 7. All right. Your name begins to register in people's mind when they've seen or heard from your brand like 7 times or more. Why do you think Coca-Cola always shows their brand to you? Everywhere you turn, you're seeing Coca-Cola billboard, Coca-Cola refrigerators in shopping malls or wherever you go to. Coca-Cola is showing their brands to you. Best known beats best product. I don't care how good your juice or your drink is. Coca-Cola always beats you. Think about it. I'll use religion or Christianity for an example. Think about 2 churches. One that you know that is very popular and one that is not popular, that is probably just in one corner of a street somewhere. They both preach the same God, the same Jesus, but one is known and the other one is not known because one is investing a lot on publicity, one is getting more attention, one is organizing crusades, one is doing more things than the other. The other one is just holding church services like Sunday service and Wednesday services. That's crazy. All right. You may have the same, like the best product in the world, but if you don't get the word out, nobody is going to come to you. Best known will always beat best product. So if you have the best product, I advise that you make sure that it is known. Do not get tired of talking about your product. Do not get tired of talking about your service. Always put the word out. Let's go to the next one. Give free samples. That's lesson number 3. I learned this one and it has changed my business forever. Free samples is a really fast way to get your message and expertise out. Yes, free samples. Who does not like free samples? Everybody wants to test you out. All right. If they have to pay you when they are still skeptical, when they don't know you yet, if they have to pay you, there will be this withdrawal like, they go where they go. But if they don't have to pay you, like it's free, they could just let's just give him the benefit of a doubt. Let's test. That's what a free sample does. Have you not gone to some website, they give you 30 days free trial? That's free samples. Have you not gone to buy suya at night and the malam gives you a free sample? It gets you hooked. All right, so if you can find a way to instantly monetize your free sample, it's going to make a lot of difference, but it takes skill to do that. All right. Find a way in your business to give free samples. I don't know what business you're doing, but find a way to give free samples, whether it's a service. Find a way to give free samples. Show samples of what you can do. Let's not waste too much time on this one. Let's go to the next one. Show, don't tell. Show, don't tell. This is very, very powerful. Visual selling is the best way to sell, especially when you're selling an intangible product like a service, a digital product, or even an idea. If you want to demonstrate, like if you want to sell an idea, maybe like you're looking for like an investor, you have to find a way to show it. Don't tell it. All right. Finding a way to demonstrate rather than explain will get the job done faster. The best way to get an investor to invest or partner with you is to get them to see the idea in action. People don't want to hear what you're like. They don't want to imagine it. They want to see it working actually. Show them numbers, show them figures, show them that it's working. I'll give you a quick example. My Igbo brothers do this a lot. You want to buy, maybe you go into their boutiques and you want to buy a shirt or you want to buy a shoe. You see them do a demo for you. They put the shoe in your leg and they be like, bro, see as you match your color. I swear they make this shoe for you. God. And now you get this, bros, and they go look out for mirror. Like I'm trying to mimic them right now. It's so hard. Right? But they're actually showing it to you. They are showing it to you. If you can show people, their mind can register it faster. If I want to sell you on an idea, if I can show you how it works, if I can log into a platform and show you rather than tell you, what was this guy? MLMs, like network marketing guys. Don't stop telling people, start showing. Stop telling them that you make so much money from it. Show them. When you show, it is easier to sell. I don't know what you sell, but whether it's a service or a physical product, whatever it is, learn to start showing rather than just telling. All right, it's going to change your business forever. Number 5, don't chase the money. This is long term right now. Don't chase the money, chase the opportunity. You make quick money chasing money. Yeah, if you chase money, you're going to make money real fast. But you make a lot more money pursuing an opportunity. I don't know. I really can't explain this as in depth as I would want to, even if I want to. All right, but find a way to attach your business to an opportunity. Let me see if I can give an example. Your business will grow further if maybe it's possible to get a franchising model. Imagine, I don't know what, maybe you sell, if like you have a restaurant business, for example, a restaurant, and you can do a franchising to it. It's going to grow faster, like grow beyond your immediate borders and all of that. All right, that's an opportunity. It's not just you making money for your immediate pocket. All right, is there a partnership you can get into? Is there a deal? Is there a proposal you can accept? Is there a proposal you can push? Think of the opportunity. Don't just think of the money. All right, this can go in diverse ways. And I think I should just say this at this point. I should have said it earlier on. These business lessons that I'm sharing, I handpicked them from among over 300 lessons I learned from my mentors. All right, so these ones I figured that somehow they cut across almost every business, and that's why I'm sharing these 10 lessons. All right, there are a lot of other lessons. So depending on your business model, we may be able to go deeper on some other levels. All right, so I'm going to have the opportunity to speak with some of you maybe after this video or after this presentation. I'll have the opportunity to maybe have conversation with some of you so that we can understand your business model and see how we can help push you in the right direction. Now let's continue. Number 6, select your buyers or audience carefully. Everybody is not your buyer. I don't care what you sell. Everybody is not your buyer. Even if you sell a recharge card, not everybody is your buyer. The most important thing when you're trying to sell something is to remember, who are you selling to? Always remember the answer to that question. Take vintage collections, for example. An antique store will pay peanuts because they are wholesale. They want to resell your vintage collections for a profit. But a collector will buy it emotionally. They buy to keep. So who is your customer? Who's got your money? If you take an old car to if it's in Port Harcourt, I think they call that place Ikoku. They just take it, they scrap, they call it a scrap. But that same old car could be auctioned at some places for some very high figures, like unbelievable figures, and you'll be shocked. So who is your customer? Now, by the time you are able to choose you must identify who you want to sell to. If you can identify your customer, your messaging will change. How you talk will change. How you want to address them will change. How you sell the product will change. The way you sell that old car to a mechanic that will take it as scrap will be different from the way you sell it to somebody who wants to keep it in his garage to be admiring it every morning. Your language will change. All right, so you have to select your buyers even from the inception of your business. We won't spend so much time on that. Let's go to the next one. Business is a number sport. This one is very powerful. I think everybody should know this one already, but most people don't. If you want to get 10 meetings, you've got to make 100 contacts. The more contacts you make, the more likely you will land the contract. I think this is really, it's self-explanatory. Let me give another example. If it takes 200 eyeballs to see your sales page before you make 10 sales, it takes 200 eyeballs to see your sales page, then you make 10 sales. How many eyeballs would need to see your sales page to make 20 sales? It's simple. Just double the number of eyeballs. 200 eyeballs gives you 10 sales, then make it 400 eyeballs so you can get 20 sales. It's as simple as that. 200 eyeballs give you 10 sales, 400 eyeballs going to give you 20 sales. Business is a numbers sport. Go ahead and increase the number of people that see your product. Go ahead, increase the number of people that see your product. The next one, if they don't know you, they can't flow you. Now, it almost seems as if it's similar to the previous one, but no, this is a little different. It's slightly different. You have to understand the difference. You want to be omnipresent. You want when people go to Facebook, they should find you. When they go to Instagram, they should find you. When they go to Twitter, oh, you are there. You go to Google, you are there. They go to wherever they go, they see you. What happens in their mind is instantly they believe your authority. Like there's this authority that is registered in their mind that you are an authority in that field. That's how you want to be. All right. Now you're going to be considering it very, very difficult. Like, how the hell am I going to be so, like, am I going to be popular instantly in my niche? Like, I'll be everywhere. It's going to cost so much to make so much content and all of that. Here is the secret. Every content you create should be strategically put across all available media. Like, it can be repurposed. You can make a video, and out of that video, they can extract the audio and use it for your podcast. The video has turned to podcast. The video was used for YouTube. Now they can cut out of that video, and like maybe it's a 10-minute video, and you can cut out of that video to make like 5 different Instagram posts. You've got an Instagram post. That same video can be used for on what's it called, on Facebook. The same video can be transcribed, and the words of that video be turned to your blog post. Like, you're everywhere from just one content. One content can be repurposed. One single content can be repurposed for so much, so like all the different media that they are available. The same video, somebody can listen to it, take the keynotes, and turn it to picture quotes to use for Instagram or wherever you want to use them. That way, they see you everywhere, not knowing it's just one content that is being repurposed for different media. So you want them to know you so they can flow you. The next one is red carpet, not red tape. You don't want to get bogged down by, like, in bureaucracy, like all these government policies and all of that, all the different whatever it is. Anytime you want to start a business, you need the local government, especially for a physical business. If you want to start a business, you need the local government to work with you. It's very important you work with the city to get the permits and permissions that you need to do any of what you have to do. For you to get to be in the good books of the local government, do something for the city. If you do something for them, they will do something for you. And if you don't have a relationship with them, expect a red tape instead of a red carpet. I learned this thing from my church. I'm a member of Christ Embassy. I noticed that almost every time we're having community service, like we're always doing something for the community. We're always having one event that will take us to the police station. We'll probably paint the police station, or we give food stuff to the police officers within the police station. It is impossible for anything to happen for you to hear that the police just barge into a Christ Embassy church like that, except that particular branch does not follow the police, like does not do those community service. Once in a while, you see Christ Embassy members go, they clean the streets, they sweep, they pick stuff from the gutters. And when they do it, they snap pictures and they send to the right authorities. So people say, "Oh yeah, Christ Embassy is doing the right things." Yeah, yeah, yeah. They are strategic. They are putting their. It's not just. I know it's spiritual. Yes, you're doing things for the community, whatever. So you I don't know, whatever. But the point, business wise, think of it. If your business or your company, let's take a physical company right now, let's not even go religious wise, your company can find a way to make the government smile, such that anytime the government thinks of you, they be like, "Oh, those people that help us." Maybe you give the traffic wardens a new uniform, or you do something for the government, no matter how little. Whenever they want to do something with respect to you, they call. Okay, I'll give you a real quick example. Yes, I remember this one right now. In Port Harcourt, at some point, I was in Airtel office, and they messed up. Their staff really messed up. All right, I was actually with a soldier, because I was installing something for a soldier from the barracks there. So the soldier, they wanted to do some things like out of anger. So they said, "Okay, let's first go to the police station first to report." I don't know. I've never seen soldiers that courteous. They went to the police station first to report before they go back to do what they want to do. As they got to the police station, the DPO right there made a call to Airtel's office instantly, and whoever they called was probably at the top of the food chain in Airtel, and it was resolved instantly. Now, this was probably, if it were a regular business, because those people actually messed up, they probably would have gone back and done some things. But now they were already in the good books of the police because they've done some things. So they got a red carpet treatment, not a red tape from the government. I don't know if you get the point. You want your business to have to get the red carpet treatment always, so you don't get shut down. This is for physical businesses. If you can find a way as a digital business to do that also, the better for you. All right, I hope it makes sense. I just hope it makes sense. All right, then lesson number 10, last but not the least, build strong bonds, which is actually what I'm doing right now. Bonding with other small business owners is one of the more important things that you can do when you're starting your company. Existing small business owners can relate to the growing pains of a startup owner. They may be able to provide you with valuable deals, resources, and advice. Once you are successful, pay it forward by helping other new business owners. Now I have been successful in my online business world. I am paying it forward to other new business owners so I can help them get strong also. I hope that makes sense. Here's a quick recap of what we've covered so far in case you've forgotten. Lesson number 1, credibility is king. Lesson number 2, best known always beats best product. That's a typo there. There should be product at the end of that statement. Now, lesson number 3, give free samples. Lesson number 4, show, don't tell. Lesson number 5, don't chase the money, chase the opportunity. Lesson number 6, select your buyers or audience carefully. Lesson number 7, business is a number sport. Lesson number 8, if they don't know you, they can't follow you. Lesson number 9, red carpet, not red tape. So you want to figure a way to do something, no matter how little, for the government, so you can get red carpet treatment always instead of red tape treatment. All right, then lesson number 10 rather, build strong bonds. Is that not powerful? all right. Now let's get to the implementation. How to implement. We all have different businesses we do, so the implementation of these business lessons may be quite different for each of us. So I'll take like the next few slides to share a beginner friendly business framework that anyone can get started with, like with very little money. I literally made my first 7-figure month, all right, like my first 1 million naira month, following the principles I'm about to share with you. And it's something that you too can do, starting with like 50k, 50,000 naira, and still do as high as 1 million naira in 30 days. To prove my points, before I share this step by step, I'd like to first of all share a quick story of someone who did it following my instructions. All right, so it doesn't look as if it's only Promise that does these things. Then I'll give you the step by step process so that you can also do it for yourself. This is the person. That's my case study. I think it was on the 15th of February 2020, last year, just before COVID hit the world. I got a call from this young man right here. His name is Emmanuel Abolo. He runs a marketing agency and he's based in Ibadan, Nigeria, I think, or your state, yes. The marketing agency is called Income Boomers. At this point in his life, he noticed that he was only getting cheap clients. And that's what made him reach out to me so that I could maybe coach him on how to set up a system. Remember, system. So I could coach him on how to set up a system that would enable him to consistently get high paying clients. You know that moment when you're sick and tired of getting cheap clients. Like, no matter what you do, you've tried all the knowledge in the books, but nothing seems to be changing for you. So he called me to ask for help. I charged him $1 million to give him a one-on-one coaching that's guaranteed to change his business for the better. I was so confident on what I was going to share with him that I asked him to pay only half of the money up front. Then maybe he can pay the balance after 1 month of him implementing, or when he started making money from what I shared with him. So what he asked me was that I should give him maybe like some time to raise the money because he didn't have up to that amount at that moment. I told him he has only 1 week. Like, if he doesn't come up with the amount in 1 week, he should just forget about it. Sometimes I could be very blunt. So he had to go borrow from people to raise the money in that short period of time, 1 week. And according to him, some of his most trusted friends were telling him that he has been brainwashed. All right, they were like, how can you pay someone so much for coaching? But he was smart enough to know that this wasn't just coaching. It was permanent access to me and lifetime mentorship. So he got the money by all means necessary, and he took a bus from Ibadan to Lagos to come and see me. 3 hours journey to come and give somebody your hard-earned money. That's what was right there in the picture. We met at Grand Hotel in Magodo Phase 2 here in Lagos, not too far from my house. And the screenshot on the right was the 500k he paid to me that morning to start the coaching. The coaching was not going to be like physical coaching, but he just wanted to see me so we could have a chat, and decide how we're going to flow through the coaching. By the time we decided, the coaching turned out to be something that we held over Zoom. It was a 10 hours coaching session. Yeah, you heard that right. Someone agreed to pay me 1 million naira to listen to me talk for just 10 hours. But the value in those 10 hours is gold. We split it into like 2 hour sessions for 5 days. All right. And as usual, just like Brother was said in the testimonial video that you guys watched earlier on, I poured my heart into this training. I was super excited by the time we're done with this training, and he was very, very, thankful and excited also. Now it was time to implement. I expected instant results from this guy. I expected instant testimonials from his business, but the reverse was the case. Like, he was so washed away by all the noise from all those American influencers like Beijing, Tai Lopez, Sabri Subi. These people have never done business on African soil. So their methods may not be instantly applicable if you decide to you don't take them hook, line, sinker. And just like I think it was Apostle Paul in the Bible that said, infants being blown away by every wind of doctrine. That's how my beloved Emmanuel Abolo was carried away by those who were flashing all the Lamborghinis, even though he paid through his nose to learn from me. He wasn't getting results from the training because he obviously wasn't applying the training. So I didn't push him. I couldn't even push him to pay the balance. Maybe today he may pay 50,000 naira, maybe in the next 1 month he pays another 100,000 naira. I was not comfortable with that payment method, so I just left him. I only wish that this young man will implement those things I taught him. I'm not a person that will pressure you to act right. I'll be the person that will allow you to fail first, because then I feel it will be easier to correct you, especially when you want to argue with me that what you've just newly discovered will surely work. Just like those, those lifeguards that will allow you to drown a bit first before rescuing you, so that you don't pull them down like in your struggle for life. So I left Emmanuel, and just as I expected, my guy failed. Like, he failed woefully. Then he came back to me like after 5 months plus, almost 6 months of trying to figure it out on his own. When he came back to me, I'm very sure he was expecting me to share like some groundbreaking, earth-shaking revelations on what to do to turn his fortunes around. But me, I didn't do anything. Even if I actually wanted to do, I didn't say anything to him. I just said, go back and watch those 10 hours of training that I had with you. This time, he did so religiously. And guess what? In just 4 days of practicing what I taught him almost 6 months earlier, my guy closed his first 7-figure client. I'm talking about over $1 million clients. Maybe you may doubt. Let me quickly show you. Let me go back to the previous slide. Look at this here. This is Saturday, February 22nd, the day he paid that money. All right, February 22nd. The next slide here. This is August 10. August 10. You can count from February, March, April, May, June, July. That's 5. August made it 6 months, but August 10, it was not yet August 22nd, so it was 5 months plus. Now look at what Emmanuel said here. Guy, you gave me $1 million and I wasted it. I thought I followed this thing, but I missed a lot. Now that I've run Helter Skelter and them no work, I'm back to the 1 million I wasted for 6 months. Very sad though. And this is my response. Let me read it from here. To make progress in this, you have to stick to the basics. It doesn't matter what you see others doing. People complicate systems and end up returning. Now look at it, systems. People complicate systems and end up returning to the same place they started. Stick to the basics and you beat those who are pursuing every shiny object out there put out by the guru wannabes. And you know me, if you're dragging that something will work when I know deep down that it won't, I won't be the person to stop you from your own stubbornness. I will allow you to feel woefully first. Then it will be easier to correct you. Welcome back to your senses. Go over the recording of our one-on-one session we had. Your gold lies within it. Now, this is August 10. Now, look at it here. August 14, just 4 days later, he sent me a very long voice note, about 3 minutes plus, with full of excitement that he just closed the deal. Look at it here. I closed the deal. My guy had closed a deal, over ₦1 million deal, after 5 months plus of wasting time. Imagine how much he would have made in all those months he wasted if only he had followed the instructions. Imagine how much he would have made. Just imagine it. Now, the moment he started making money from what I taught him, he paid the rest of my balance instantly. Now, from August, count another 3 months. I think it was like in November. After like 3 months of sticking to the training that I gave him and crushing it month after month, month after month. He has made some really good money. He could not keep short anymore. He sent me a video testimonial, and like, who am I not to be happy for him? I was super happy. I'm going to play the testimonial for you right now.
Alright, so my name is Emmanuel Abolo and I run Income Boomers, and I want to talk about Promise Ohaneje, who I met around February this year. And since I met him for a one-on-one mentorship after reading of a section of his an introduction to his course in a book, right? And when I discovered him, spent time learning from him during that period, that really helped me to expand and grow my mindset tremendously. Not only did I increase my mindset, it allowed me to increase my skill set, because it helped me to be able to close deals better. It helped me to be able to know how to actually demand for money. And so right from then, charging as low as 5,000 naira and the likes, and being comfortable with 10, 15, 20 and all those kind of little amounts, Promise has actually enabled me to be able to charge fees as high as ₦1 million for my services. Right, ₦1 million, ₦2 million for my services, because of that confidence instilled in me, and also the skill set that I transferred to me. Now, one thing I must say is that when it comes to following his instruction and his guidance, the biggest mistakes I've made are disobeying his instructions and guidance, or not doing it exactly as he said it. Because every single mistake I've made so far in my journeys from February to now, right, this is November, has been because of not following what he said, either when he said it subtly or he said it like expressly. Not following it exactly has made me make mistakes, and every single time I followed it, that has helped me to get results. So Promise is the man that knows onions, been there for a long time, as far back as I've probably not even entered university, right, when he I'm a long time graduate right now, long time. So he has been in this business for a very long time, internet marketing, sales, marketing and the likes. So he's very, very good, very, very well experienced. Like, he knows so much, and he says it's so crazy, like he knows so much. So one of the best webinar creators I can ever imagine, like, on this planet, really, and I mean it. And not only that, he's also very good with sales closing. Like, so this guy is an amazing person, and someone that actually cares. He has a heart. Like, I mean, with all the success he has, he still cares, he pays attention, listens to you. And I'm like, sometimes, like, even in some classes which I consider to be low price for him, he still takes time out to explain over and over again, help over and over again. It's really, really amazing. I don't know exactly the motivation, maybe I'm still here to learn that part, but that is really a personality that I would always love to have around. So Promise Ohaneje, anytime in the day, if you see anything from him, go rush after it, because it's the best thing you probably ever have, right? As long as you're in Nigeria, yeah, and probably even if you're a human. Alright, so that's my take on Promise Ohaneje. Have a great day.
Alright, guys, I hope you guys learned something from that. I sometimes I see young people, you try to be, they give you simple instructions, you try to do, you want to be stubborn, you want to do things like, I figured this way out. I'll just leave you. I'll leave you to go on your own. When you have sense, you come back. All right. This year, this 2021, Emmanuel came back to me to tell me that like he sees an opportunity in the international marketplace. He's on Clubhouse and he gets to speak in different entrepreneurship related rooms, and many Black Americans from like US, even like blacks in UK, Canada, they always come back to him to say like, thank you, I appreciate the knowledge you share. Like they didn't even believe that somebody from Nigeria would do this more. Like they would say something this intelligent and brilliant that is going to change their lives. So when he told me about the opportunities over there, we spoke at length, and as usual, I gave him my blessing and I asked him to go break a leg. Now Emmanuel has totally abandoned the Nigerian market. Like he now focuses on doing agency services for people over there. He charges between $2,500 to $12,500 per client. In other words, if you don't have up to $2,500, do the calculation. I think by 480 naira per dollar, that's like 1.2 million naira. So if you don't have up to 1.2, Emmanuel will not look at, like he won't even answer you right now. Like he's not a big boy. Like he sent me a 1 minute video. He sent me a 1 minute video recently. No, it's not even up to 1 minute. I think like 40 something seconds. A 40 something seconds video of like a clip cut out from when he was having a session with one of his clients. I'm excited. I'm really excited about him. So let me just quickly show you that clip, and I think we'll just move ahead from there.
So you ready? Emmanuel, I'm so excited. We've literally gone through 30 titles and we have finally got our title. Please reveal our title.
How to be great on camera. Secrets to six-figure presentations. Woo! Woo! We've done it.
We've done it and I love it. So how to be great on camera, secrets to six-figure presentations.
Yes.
Do you like it? You can either click yes or no, or we'll ask you in the quiz and you can type in your variation. But ultimately, this is a course that's going to teach you how to show up on camera, be professional, poised and pleasing every time.
Polished. Yes, definitely.
Professional, polished. Professional, polished and pleasing.
Yes.
Every time. You can see I'm still working on it.
Like you guys can literally hear him correcting the lady like live on their session, and I'm super excited for him. He's doing some mighty things. Now imagine guys, just imagine for a moment if I give you that same training that Emmanuel paid 1 million naira for. Like imagine if I give it to you, the training that gave him the technical know-how and the confidence to charge nothing less than $1 million per client. Imagine if I give you that training for free, like absolutely free. How would that make you feel? Anyways, let me not get you too excited yet. Let me quickly share those breakdowns I want to share with you. I'll share the breakdown how you too can do it on your own. We have come to the golden moment where I promise to share the documentation of the simple system that I deployed to hit my first 1 million naira online, and how anyone can do exactly the same thing in 30 days, starting with just 50,000 naira. Are you ready for it? Now, here's the thing: it may not make sense. It may not. You may look at it like you don't think it's going to work, but I think I've shown enough proof that I know what I'm saying. I feel so. All right, so the business model is called promotions business, like agency, like where you help people promote their business. All right, the business model. This is the business model that got me out of poverty. We call it the promotions business. Literally anyone can do this business so long as you follow my laid down blueprint. The reason why I recommend that everyone gets a grasp of this promotions business is because of what we learned in lesson 2 of like all the business lessons I was sharing. Lesson 2, best known always beats best products. Remember that, guys. So for a business to be truly successful, they must always put the word out for people to know who they are, what they do, why they are the best at what they do, how to contact them, all of those things. And here's the thing: even if you don't want to learn it, maybe because you don't intend to start promoting other people's business, at least learn it for yourself so that you can promote your own business when the time comes. This is the same business that Emmanuel Abolo does, but since we're going to be working with just 50,000 naira. Remember that we said 50,000 naira to make $1 million. So since we're going to be working with just 50,000 naira, it means that we'll be working like on a smaller scale, and the goal is to grow this baby to $1 million naira in 30 days. There are many ways to achieve this goal. All right, many ways to achieve this goal. Some people will like want to get a single client that will pay them 1 million naira. Just you're looking for one single client. Some other people might be looking for like maybe 10 clients that will pay them 100,000 naira each. But the route I would rather take, since let's assume that everyone that's going to be doing this is a total newbie, you are not that experienced at the moment. The route I would rather take is to get maybe like 4 clients in a space of 30 days that will pay 250k each. All right, that's the plan. That's the route I'll take. This does not mean that I'm going to get like 1 client per week. No, not at all. I'll probably get all 4 of them in a single week and several of them at the same time. So what am I going to be doing in all the previous weeks preparing to get them? Where am I going to get these clients from? How am I going to get them to pay me this lump sum of money in less than 30 days of meeting me? Like all of that is what's probably supposed to be going through your mind right now. Now let's get into it step by step. Step number 1. If I have to do this, I will set a new goal. The goal actually is to make $1 million in 30 days. But if I want to do it, all right, what I will do is I will set a bigger goal. I will multiply my original goal by 10. So I will set my goal for 10 million naira. Like it will shake my mind. Like, as a newbie, it's supposed to shake your mind. Yes. If all your goal first, the original goal is 1 million, increase it, increase the goal. The business lesson here is go big or go bigger. Some people like go big or go small. No, go big or go bigger. I learned this thing from Elon Musk. Elon Musk said, if you have a 10-year goal, try and see if you can achieve that 10-year goal in 6 months. Now, there's a very high chance you will never achieve it in 6 months. But guess what? After 6 months, you would have gone so far ahead of those who are actually planning to achieve it in 10 years. So if you want to do 1 million naira goal, increase the goal. Like put more pressure on yourself to do bigger than what the original goal is. So that even if you don't hit that bigger goal, you'll be at least a whole lot farther than those who try to just do the original goal. I hope that makes sense. All right. So go big or go bigger. Be extreme in your measures. Push yourself really hard. Number 2, you select an audience that you like to work with. Select an audience you like. Everybody is not your customer. Remember, select your buyers carefully. Select your audience. The most important thing when you're trying to sell to someone is to remember, who are you selling to? Find out who they are. Now, so some of the things I would rather put in my mind is like what I put in the bracket here. Business owners in a specific niche who are finding it difficult to reach out to their audience and can actually afford to pay me. Everybody is not my customer. People that can actually afford to pay me 250k. Not everybody can pay 250k. All right, so you have to select your audience. You have to be very careful in selecting your audience. Then number 3, you get the required resources that you need to make the right first impression. All right, you have to make a good first impression, and because we are working on a shoestring budget, all we have is 50,000 naira, so we have to spend from that 50,000. So we have to go at the cheapest rates, like get whatever you have to get at the cheapest rate. Here are some of the things that we'll need to get. We're getting lifetime access to 12 video software products. These are the things that we use to produce videos for the promotions we'll be doing. Normally, the original price for this is $297 one time for all the 12 video softwares. A done-for-you agency website that is at, I think, about 120,000 naira. 1year.com.ng domain, which is just 1,200 naira. 1 year hosting at 5,000 naira plus 1 year free SSL. 6 months access to the following software platforms: unlimited email autoresponder that normally sells for $149 per month. All these things together is already more than 50,000 naira if you go at the original price. But remember, we are getting at the cheapest rate. Facebook chatbot that is we can get for $25 per month. Instagram autoresponder software, one-time payment is $127. Telegram autoresponder is $149. WhatsApp broadcast software for $97. Premium video hosting platform for $19. Sales copy generator software for $27 per month. Imagine if I could get all these things I just listed. If you add them together, I think it's over 200 and something thousand naira. All these things together. But imagine if I could get them for just 20,000 naira. Yeah, I said that. 20,000 naira. Imagine if I get them for 20,000 naira. As a lean startup, you have to know the right place to look on the internet so you can get the best value at the cheapest rate. These are some of the things I probably help you guys do. All right. If you are somebody that wants to take this route, to do the promotions business maybe later on. So now here's the thing. Going back to our step number 3. The business lesson there is that your first impression is going to be your last impression if you're not careful. So be extremely careful how people perceive you, because you may never have the chance to explain your shortcomings to them. So you want to get a good first impression. That's why you need all those things I listed. Look at these things. Let's go back there. All these things, you need them so you can make the right first impression, so that you can sell to them from the get-go. These are some of the things that are going to make your job a lot easier. Now, if all we had is 50,000 naira and we use 20,000 naira to get all those splendid things, so we are left with like 30,000 naira to play around with. I hope that's making sense. So now you guys are seeing that the money is being spent gradually. All right. Then number 4, we're going to set up an advert campaign to generate leads and harvest what we call low-hanging fruits in that niche using the ABB conversion method. If you don't know what the ABB conversion method is, I can't explain it fully here, but it's like the ethical way to steal majority of the customers in any industry. I don't care what your industry is. Go to promiseohanejay.com/ABB to download the ABB conversion method for free. All right, promiseohanejay.com/ABB, you get it for free. All right, so I'll use week 1 of my 30 days to set up an advert campaign to generate leads and to harvest low-hanging fruit in that niche. I'll spend 20,000 naira in running this advert. Now, 20,000 naira out of my 50,000, I've already spent the first 20,000 naira. Now, the second 20,000 naira we are spending to run adverts. The goal of this 20,000 naira is to make up to 100,000 naira in 1 week from the offer, so we can use it to drive traffic to the main offer. Business lesson: there's money around you. In every niche, there's always money where people are not looking. Check for low-hanging fruit in your niche to help you raise money for your main projects. Now, all this may look like jargon, but that's why sometimes I like to have one-on-one sessions with people so I can actually pinpoint it in their own niche. That's what I helped Emmanuel do. Number 5, study business owners in the chosen niche by calling them from a business directory and pitching them live on the phone. Talk to them one-on-one. You want to understand your customers, talk to them on the phone. You will easily understand them by talking to them one-on-one. This will help you know the segment of the market with the most expensive problem, who can actually afford to pay you the kind of money you want, and the best offer to help you know the best offer to give to them. Now, the business lesson here is your offer is probably the most important part of your sales content. To get your offer right from the start, you have to have a deep understanding of the pain of your audience, and no one can tell you more about a pain than those who are actually experiencing the pain. Now, number 6, I'm going to set up 2 new adverts. The first one is to retarget, is a retargeting advert to show your new offer to the leads from the previous adverts. All this is going to be sounding like technical jargon. Maybe when we go into practicals, you're going to see all of this play out. All right. Then the second advert is to be like a scaling advert to show your offer to a look-alike audience. Now, I'm going to spend all the profit generated from the previous adverts on these 2 new adverts and channel people from these new adverts to an optimized sales funnel that sells the new offer. Now, listen very well. The business lesson here is that business is a number sport. If I want to get 10 meetings, I've got to make 100 contacts. The more contacts I make, the more likely I'll land the contract. All right, so I'll have to run multiple adverts. That's why I had to harvest low-hanging fruits before, so I can raise money to run my main adverts. I hope it makes sense. Then the 7th step is that the goal of this ad is to generate at least 4,000 leads in the space of 2 weeks. The leads will pass through a funnel that qualifies and filters off the people who are not ready to start immediately. The people in this funnel will be shown snippets of our secret sales magic system and will be presented with an offer to get a free deployment of our sales magic for just 3 days, with the bet that if it works wonders as promised, we will sign a monthly contract for just 250k per month. Now, here's the thing. Remember, show them. So I want to show my prospects. Instead of telling them I can help them make sales, I will show them for 3 days. Now, if they see my work for 3 days and they see it actually in place, then they can employ me for a 250k per month monthly contract. Visual selling is the best way to sell, especially if you're selling an intangible product. Don't tell them I can help you make sales. Help them make sales first. Then they will see that the sales are actually pumping, and then you can now ask for money. All right? If you're selling a service, a digital product, or even an idea, Finding a way to demonstrate rather than explain will get the job done faster. Don't tell, don't explain, just demonstrate. Right now, I know you guys are not understanding this thing because I am explaining. I am not demonstrating. We'll get to the point where we demonstrate. All right. Then the second one is give them free samples. So if I'm giving you 3 days for free, that's free samples. Free samples is a really fast way to get your message and expertise out. Who doesn't want free samples? I tell you, I'm going to work for you for free for 3 days, and let's see if I'm going to make you sales. If I make you sales, then we're going to sign a contract. If you actually want it for a longer period. If I don't make you sales, then you can kick me out. They'll be like, all right, let me test you out. Then they test me out and I actually make them sales. They'll be like, all right, I like this guy. He knows his job. Let's sign a contract. All right. So that is it. My final words. Using the law of 100:10:1, which states that if you want 1 client, you must show your advert to 100 interested people so that 10 of them will raise their hands and 1 of them will buy. If our goal is to make 1 million naira, we'll need 4 people who pay 250k each. But since I chose to increase my own goal by 10 times, it means that my goal is 10 million naira, not 1 million naira. So instead of looking for 4 people that will pay me 250k, I'd rather be looking for 40 people that will pay me 250k. Now I am forced to create a blueprint for this bigger goal. There's a huge tendency that I will not make 10 million. Even me, I know that it will be so difficult for me to make 10 million naira. All right, we're on the 50,000 naira budget. Even if not jazz, it go hard. All right, but I am pretty sure that I'm going to crush 1 million naira by chasing 10 million. But if I've chosen to chase 1 million, there's a tendency I probably will not even make 1 million. So if I want to crush 1 million, I should chase something higher than 1 million. Does it make sense? So if my advert successfully generates 4,000 leads using the 100:10:1, it means that I will expect like 400 of them to take the free samples in hopes that 40 of them will pay me to get the job done. Now, even if I don't get up to 40 of them to pay me, I'm pretty sure that I'll get more than 4. My goal is to get 40, which will give me 10 million. But if I don't get 40, I should get more than 4. That will give me 1 billion naira. I hope it makes sense. Talk is cheap. Anybody can just, talk. All your regular internet marketing gurus and motivational speakers, all they do is talk. Like, they talk. They can explain, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Talk is cheap. Anybody can come up with like a 3-step process, 5-step process, 7-step process on how to make 10 billion, 1 million in 30 minutes. Anybody can talk. But it's one thing to talk and it's another thing to prove that these things really work. Now, don't get me wrong. I 100% believe in your ability to use these nuggets to turn your business around. I did it with Dapo Alimi. I did it with Joseph Don. I did it with Emmanuel Abolo. Their story is different and the process was quite different for each of them too. But my question is, can I also do it with you? Can you and I work together on this to come up with a millionaire testimonial in the next 30 days for you, like a millionaire testimonial from you in the next 30 days? Don't worry, I'm not planning to sell you any course on this presentation. I don't have a plan to sell you any course on this presentation. I know that there are a ton of gurus out there that have courses on how to make money online and how to build a sustainable business online. But how many of them actually showed how to do it? Not just by telling you what they will do. See, I know that many of you right now, you've been hypnotized by these gurus to the point that some of you even worship them without knowing. You may even run here to start defending them, like how nice their course is and how you got some value from it. Hold on a minute, just hold on before you shoot me. If possible, just keep quiet for like the next 30 seconds and hear me out. Have you noticed that when these marketers want to get you to buy an overhyped course, they start showing you screenshots just to entice you, without probably telling you that the millions that they are earning is residual effect of the amount of work that they've done over the years. Some of them already have email lists of thousands of subscribers, so even if they put out a product, it's easy for people to buy from them. But have they ever put themselves in your shoes, like to practically show you how to go through the process from scratch, like without a list, starting with nothing? They set your expectations so high using their own results, and when you don't get such results, you start getting depressed. That's why I hate selling with screenshots. See, shame on all these gurus that deceive you people, the young ones, and show you unrealistic results that you probably cannot achieve in the next 1 year. Now, I want you to listen to me carefully, my dear friend. It's not your fault, first of all, that you've not been successful since all these months or even years that you've been trying this internet marketing thing. I say it again with pride, shame on all the gurus. They are always snapping studio pictures and posing with Apple laptops like a predator that is looking for the next prey to catch. None of them have truly come down to your level to show you step by step how to navigate the dangerous waters. So here's what I have in mind. Tell me if you're comfortable with this idea. Would you like to watch me live every day for the next 30 days? Something like a reality TV show. Like, watch me while I take these business principles that I just shared with you to start a business from scratch, like scratch, and grow it to a millionaire mark in 30 days. Like, a camera is going to follow me about for 30 days and capture my every move. So you can see me do this from scratch. So that all you have to do right now is just copy and replicate exactly what you see me do. I know it sounds ridiculously crazy, but I got this idea from a reality TV show that I recently watched. Let me quickly show you like a 1 minute clip from that reality TV show.
My name is Glenn Stearns, and with hard work, I'm worth a load of money. No, I'm not going to say that. That one was.
But you just did.
I did, didn't I? 1 year ago, I took on the hardest challenge of my life. I went undercover in Erie, Pennsylvania, a city I knew nothing about. I bet myself $1 million that I could be stripped of my name, wealth, and contacts and be given only $100. My audacious goal, to build a brand new business from scratch in just 90 days. If it's a penny short of $1 million, I'll put $1 million into it. The people who help me get there will be rewarded, but they don't know it. I nearly died doing it. Holy crap. I went from sleeping in a truck and selling used tires.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. To flipping a house and winning a huge local food competition.
First place.
All so that I could launch Underdog Barbecue,
Hello, folks. Welcome to Underdog Barbecue.
proving that the American dream is still alive.
Now, let me quickly explain what happened there in case you've not seen the show before. Like, the title of the show is called Undercover Billionaire. It's owned by Discovery Channel. They take an entrepreneur who must be worth at least $100 million and must have a business that is worth at least $1 billion. Then they challenge him or her to go undercover without his name, without his contact, or without his money. And they give the person a new phone without any contact in it. They give the person an old pickup truck and $100, just $100. Then they send you to a city that you know nobody, and they ask you to go there and start from scratch and build $1 million business in 90 days. Now, to make the challenge a lot more interesting, anyone that takes the challenge will also have to bet that he will put away $1 million of his own money if he fails to build the $1 million business in 90 days. Now, if the challenge gets too hard, the entrepreneur has the option to quit. But that will also mean that the person will have to lose $1 million, because if you quit, it means that you didn't finish the challenge. The first person to take this 90-day challenge is this man here called Glenn Stearns. He took the challenge in 2019, and as at that time, the man was worth $500 million, and his company was worth $2.2 billion. As I'm calling the numbers, I like the way it sounded in my mouth. $2.2 billion. That's what his company was worth at that time. And during the challenge, he built a restaurant called Underdog Barbecue. Unfortunately for him, he failed the challenge. The business he built was valued at $750,000. So he lost $1 million bet attached to his challenge. Then in 2020, same year that COVID-19 hit the world, 3 entrepreneurs came forward and said they would like to also take the challenge, the 90-day challenge, to build a $1 million business from scratch with nothing but a cell phone with no contact, an old pickup truck, and just $100 to their names. They can't use their real names. They can't use their money. They can't use their contact. They'll be dropped in a city that they know nobody. And these 3 entrepreneurs are Elaine Culotti. She's worth, I think, about $200 million, and her company is worth $1.1 billion. The next person is Grant Cardone, who is worth $350 million, and his company holds about $2.5 billion worth of real estate. Then the third person is Monique Idlet, who is worth $200 million. I don't know her company's net worth, so I'm not going to put a wrong information there. So Grant is actually one of my mentors who I've learned a lot from. I've paid a lot to his company to benefit from a number of mentorship programs that he has done. And thank God he did the Undercover Billionaire Challenge. The good part is that he won the challenge by a very huge margin. I don't want to put spoilers right now, but he won the challenge. And here's a video of his participation.
I'm Grant Cardone, and I make money. I make a lot of money.
I
I'm Elaine Colati, and I'm 100% a badass.
I'm Monique Eidlet. I'm definitely not afraid of adversity. I think my whole life has been adversity.
Weekends make you weak.
To start over, it's terrifying for most people. I don't have that gene.
I'm about to do something that is like beyond terrifying.
To $1 million business in 90 days.
Saying goodbye to the fancy life.
We are not in Kansas anymore. I don't have enough gas to get home.
I feel so much out of my element right now.
It's hard when you got money. It's impossible when you don't.
Find great people that you can surround yourself with.
Yes!
Everything you think you know about achieving the American dream is wrong.
Awesome, right? Now today I'm stepping forward to do a similar challenge. I call it Startup Millionaire. Why not Undercover Billionaire? Number one, if I call it Undercover Billionaire, I'm going to attract legal issues because of copyright laws and all of that. Number two, I've not built $1 billion business before, but I'm a business advisor to a company right here in Nigeria that does over $1 million yearly, and I'm also worth like a lot of millions of naira. So I want to strip myself of everything that I own, and I'm going to place a bet that with just 50,000 naira, I will create a business that must generate at least $1 million naira in 30 days or less. And since this is a bet, I'll be putting 1 million naira of my own money on the line. If I don't hit the 1 million naira target, I will give away 1 million naira as business grants to 20 random entrepreneurs who are probably struggling in their business. That's like, if you split it, that's like 50,000 naira each. In other words, if I succeed, I get to show everyone and anyone how they can start with 50,000 naira and build something sustainable. If I fail, I get to give 20 people 50,000 naira each and let them go figure it out on their own. Either way, everyone goes home smiling, except for me if I lose. So to make it fair, I will have a camera follow me everywhere for those 30 days. Everything I would do will be documented and you will have access to watch it so you too can implement the same strategies I use. You will have access to the videos on a daily basis, just like the way they did it in Undercover Billionaire. I'm pretty sure that with all I've shared here on this video, you can go on your own and do great things. I'm very sure of that one. Probably you can implement these strategies and business lessons on your own business or do it for another person's business and get paid handsomely. But what if there's another option? Like, what if you and I get to do it together? Here's my open invitation for you to join me in this 30-day Startup Millionaire Challenge. More like following Who Sabi Road, a situation where if I jump, you jump. If I shout, you shout. If I bend, you bend. If I run, you run. Like, this is not a do as I say something. This is do as I do. I'll give you one more reason why I feel that you should not do this on your own. Over the last 1 decade, in all humility to God, I'm honored to have had the privilege to train over 4,500 students from different countries around the world, majorly from Nigeria, Ghana, and US. One thing I've noticed from training a lot of people is that only about 25 to 30% of students really put in the work. The others just come up with like very wonderful excuses of how busy they are, or how their spouses or jobs or even their children didn't allow them to have time to practice. When I noticed this, I decided to stop selling courses. Like, I have not sold courses in a very long time. And I now rather focus my energies on helping people through like maybe mastermind groups or one-on-one mentorship or short-term challenges like this one. Now, this is the path less followed because it is tougher on the participants, and I also get the opportunity to hold them responsible and accountable. But this path, which is less followed, has much more impact and produces more testimonials for those who participate. So I'm inviting you to join me as we make the next 30 days your best 30 days so far through this Startup Millionaire Challenge. And here's what you're going to get if you join me on this challenge. Number one, you're going to get 30 days of live action, bird's eye view of me building a business from scratch. This is valued at 50,000 naira. Like, literally watch me structure a business with little money to spend up front. Watch me struggle like any other new entrepreneur. Watch me fail and rise back up. Watch me run Facebook ads on a shoestring budget. Watch my account get restricted if Mark Zuckerberg goes mad, as he always does. Then maybe watch me like how I recover the ad accounts back, or how I beg people for ad accounts, whatever. Just watch me do what I have to do. Watch me craft my offers. Watch me create my sales funnels. Watch me write my email sequence. Watch me brainstorm for ideas. when I get stuck. Watch me close deals over the phone. Literally watch me do everything I would normally do in secret. This time we're going to keep it 100% real. A camera follows me everywhere, everything I do. All right. Then number 2, you're going to get 30 days of video coaching and missions from Promise. That's from me. This is even a lot more value than the previous one where you watch me do everything. Why is this one a lot more value? This is times 2 valued, 100,000 naira value, because this is even more important than watching me do what I do. This is where I get to carve out some minutes out of every day to explain what I did and why I did them. This will give you instant clarity as to what's going on. Like in this segment, I also give you instructions on what to do so you two can be on the same page with me. These instructions can serve as your missions during the challenge. Like in case I do a thing and you don't know why the Promise do that, I will have an explanation for why I did that thing. So you have an understanding of what's going on. So you are not just watching and you'll be lost in action. You get my point, right? So you get 30 days of video coaching and missions from Promise. All right. Then number 3, you get 30 days of access to the Startup Millionaire Facebook group. This is valued at 25,000. This is where you get to connect with those who are on the same journey with you. And if you need maybe an accountability partner for these 30 days, this is the right place that you're going to pick one partner. And this is also where I'll be dropping the daily missions so you can follow suit and not miss out on any of them. I'll be dropping it within the group. Then the number 4 thing you'll be getting from me is the Startup Millionaire Resource Rolodex. Like all the resources I'll be using to accomplish my 1 million naira goal, I'll be showing you how to get them. Like all those things I listed, these video softwares, the autoresponder software, everything that is worth over 200,000 naira, where I can get them for 20,000 naira. I don't intend to spend more than 20,000 naira, even though what I'll be getting would normally cost me between 200 and 300,000 naira if I were to be like a regular internet newbie that does not know where to get them. All right, so I will show you where to get all these things for so cheap it will shock you. Remember that our seed money is just 50,000 naira. I want to go to 1 million naira. So whatever we are spending must not exceed the seed money. Does it make sense? Now the fifth thing you're going to be getting from me is the Startup Millionaire Digital Workbook for all the missions. Let me explain. After the challenge is over, my team is going to they will draft out like a workbook from my activities of each day. This workbook will be given to you so you too can you can check to see that you follow the process step by step without missing any of the steps. Does it make sense? I trust that it makes sense. Right, so here's what you're going to get when you join me today. You're going to get 30 days of live action, bird's eye view of me building a business from scratch, valued at 50,000 naira. You're going to get 30 days of video coaching and missions from me, valued at 100,000 naira. 30 days of access to the Startup Millionaire Facebook group, valued at 25,000 naira. You're going to get the Startup Millionaire Resource Rolodex, where you get access to everything that I'll be using to build the business. This is valued at 12,500, and you're also going to get the Startup Millionaire Digital Workbook for all the missions, valued at 10,000 naira. Total value added up together, that's 197,500 naira of what you're going to be getting. Now, the practical knowledge I'm going to be sharing with you within the next 30 days has helped me build over 5 businesses online that has done over 7 figures. This same knowledge I have charged companies I consult for over 1 million naira to implement it for them. Over 1 million naira. If I have to teach this in like a group coaching, the retail fee of the coaching program won't be less than 150,000 naira. But if you're smart and if you act fast enough, you can get in at a simple commitment fee of 10,000 naira when you go to www.promiseohanaje.com/SMC. 10,000 naira. Let me quickly remind you of what you're going to be getting. 30 days of live action bird's eye view of me building a business from scratch. 30 days of video coaching and missions from Promise, valued at 100,000 naira. 30 days of access to the Startup Millionaire Facebook group, valued at 25,000 naira. Startup Millionaire Resource Rolodex at 12,500. The Startup Millionaire Digital Workbook for all missions, valued at 10,000 naira. Total value 197,500 naira. Like, you're going to be getting everything at a commitment fee of 10,000 naira. There's a reason I'm calling it commitment fee and not coaching fee. I actually wanted to make this challenge 100% free. No jokes, like 100% free. But I know that it's going to attract lots of unserious people. If you don't pay, you won't pay attention. That's a given. Like if you don't pay, you won't pay attention. Simple rule I figured out. So I just hope that you'll be committed enough. Like you'll be committed enough not to miss out on any of the instructions I'll be giving out. I'm just charging something that so that only people that really value it will come in. I don't want everybody in. All right. I just hope that you also be willing and obedient to show up every day and take the task seriously. Like, take it as if your life depends on it. And if you're committed enough, I'm going to also do something extra to ensure that it is impossible for you to fail. And what's that extra thing? What is that extra thing? If you sign up right now, I'm going to give you an extra special bonus that will make it literally impossible for you to fail. Remember that the link to sign up is promiseohanaje.com/SMC. SMC is Startup Millionaire Challenge. SMC, Startup Millionaire Challenge. Now, what is the extra special bonus? If you join me in the Startup Millionaire Challenge today with just 10,000 naira, I'll be giving you free access to the recordings of the one-on-one consulting session I had with Emmanuel Abolo to help you structure and build a highly successful marketing agency or promotions business. I'm talking about something that somebody paid 1 million naira for. 1 million. I'm giving it to you for free. If you join today, this will make it impossible for you to fail. All you have to do is visit promiseohanaje.com/SMC. SMC means Startup Millionaire Challenge. So visit www.promiseohanaje.com/SMC to get it access to it right away. The reason I'm giving you this training is because it's the same type of business that I'll be building in the 30 days challenge. So I want you to quickly watch the training, this 10-hour training that I had with Emmanuel Abolo. I want you to quickly watch the training so that when you see me doing some things, it won't be strange to you. I hope it makes sense. You already understand the technicality behind it. In fact, if this is the only thing you get from me for joining this challenge today, it will be more than enough. But like Dapo Alimi said, I always pour my heart into giving more than enough value. So I'll be giving you much more than you bargained for. I'll give you much more than you bargained for. And you will thank God that you stumbled into me in this online space. So here's a recap of what you're going to be getting. 30 days live action view of me building a business from scratch, 30 days of video coaching and missions from me, 30 days of access to the Startup Millionaire Facebook group, the Startup Millionaire Resource Rolodex, the Startup Millionaire Digital Workbook for All Missions, and the High Ticket Agency program that somebody paid $1 million, valued at $1 million. Now, you see, let me even tell you how Emmanuel felt when I told him I'll be giving away his program for free. He was like, bros, it's because you are Egbon. Egbon means elder brother. All right. So he said, it's because you are Egbon that I cannot tell you what I said inside my mind. Like if I tell you, you will block me on every medium. Like he was pissed, he was angry, he was pained at the same time that I'm giving what he paid $1 million for free. You guys now know how valuable it is. He almost cried that I have to share this thing for free with everybody. All right. So I like to treat it as important as that. I hope that makes sense. All right. So I'll take a few frequently asked questions that people normally ask when I throw programs like this, so that in case you have these questions, I'll just answer it before we wrap up. After I take up these questions, I think we should wrap up this presentation as fast as possible. What will I be spending this seed money on? All right, we'll be spending, I think, the first 20,000 naira to get the resources that we need. We spend the remaining, maybe another 20 to 25,000 naira on running ads. Maybe the remaining 5,000 maybe for like miscellaneous. We'll get to the miscellaneous parts in a moment. I don't know what you'll be spending, maybe like internet, phone calls, a couple of things, but you just want to have some extra spare change, to spend. That's what you'll be spending the 50,000 naira on. Now, what if I don't have the 50,000 naira readily available, but I have 10,000 to join the program, the challenge? It's not a problem. You can join the challenge, maybe learn the things that I'll do, so that when you have the money, you can now do it, because after 30 days the challenge is gone forever. All right, I'm not going to kill myself over it. What if I already have my own business and I'm not starting from scratch? Good and fine. All you just have to do is learn the things and implement them in your business. Use it to promote your own business. You don't have to start from scratch. promiseohanaje.com/SMC. What happens after the 30 days challenge is over? Once it's over, it's over. If you didn't join, I'm sorry, maybe we may have the replay or whatever. I don't know yet. But once it's over, it's over. You may just lose out entirely. So you have to join before the challenge starts. Do I need to have a laptop to participate? To run ads, I think the most important thing is the to run ads, it's better to have laptop. But if you don't have laptop, you can always borrow. You can use your phone. I think it's possible to use your phone to run ads, but I've not used my phone to run ads from scratch. Like, but I recommend you get a laptop. I recommend you get a laptop. What other hidden charges? So okay, I think I should even just go back there for the laptop part. If you don't have a laptop, at least learn now, so that when you have a laptop, you can practice. You can also practice without the laptop. Do everything I do. See me reaching out to people, all the phone calls and everything I'm making. You can also practice all of that. All right, maybe you can see what you can do with your phone. Then if your phone doesn't work, then you can now look for a way to get a laptop. All right, I hope that makes sense. What other hidden charges should I be aware of before I jump into this challenge? Aside like maybe internet data or phone calls, I don't see any other hidden charges. I'm not charging you anything extra. All I'm charging is the 10,000 naira to join the challenge. All right. So if you want to get in the challenge right now, go to www.promiseohanije.com/SMC to get into the challenge. What if Promise doesn't end up to 1 million naira during the challenge? Yeah, I already said what I was going to do. If I don't do up to 1 million naira, I'm putting 1 million naira of my own money on the line. Now, here's what's going to happen. All of you guys that jump into the challenge, I'm going to randomly select like 20 people. Like randomly, that's if I don't meet the 1 million naira target. I'm going to select randomly 20 people out of the challenge and share 50,000 naira for everybody. Like, I don't force my hand. Everybody go your own, go and figure it out on your own. All right. So that's what I'm going to do if I don't meet the 1 million naira challenge. But I wonder why I won't. I've taught people to do it and they've done it in like a week. So it will be almost impossible. All right. Now, when is the challenge due to start? It's going to start by 1st of next month. 1st of next month. Here's why. Right now, we're putting all the contents together. The challenge starts by 1st of next month. We have the producer we're working with. They are doing all the recordings, following me up and down, all of that. So it starts by 1st of next month. But you have to pay so you can join the challenge once it starts. What happens between now and 1st of next month? What happens is that you have the program that I'll be giving to you, the high ticket agency that Emmanuel Abolo paid 1 million naira for. I'll give it to you. So go and study it. In fact, some people are going to study that high ticket agency and they will not join the challenge because that one alone has solved their life problem for life. All right, but you have between now and then, you must study before the challenge starts. It's important. You must study before the challenge starts so that it's going to make your journey with me on the challenge a lot easier. I hope that makes sense. Can I get someone to be my accountability partner during the challenge? Absolutely yes. That's why the group is there. How do I pay to join the challenge? Go to promiseohanije.com/SMC to redirect you to the page where you should make payments. All right, it's a Paystack page. It is 100% secure. Paystack gives you multiple options. You can pay with your card, you can pay with bank transfer. You see all the options on the page, on the Paystack payments page. After you enter your name, your email address, and your phone number, it redirects you to the next page where you choose your preferred payment method, either bank transfer or card or whatever you want to use to make payments. What if my card is not working? Can I do a transfer? Absolutely yes. There's a transfer option right there on Paystack, like the Paystack payment page. After you enter your name, email address, and phone number, there's a transfer option. You can also reach out to my support email, support at promiseohanije.com. Send an email and we can always fix you up if you have any issues. Now, here's a reminder of what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting the 30 days of live action bird's eye view of me, building a business from scratch, valued at 50,000 naira. You're going to get 30 days of video coaching and missions from Promise, which is me. All right, 100,000 naira. You're going to get 30 days of access to the Millionaire Facebook group, the Startup Millionaire Facebook group. Now, after the 30 days, the group is going to be closed. So you have to take action. I'm forcing you to take action within those 30 days. After the 30 days, the group will be closed. So you cannot say after the 30 days, can I stay in the group? No, it will be closed, so you lose access. All right. You also get the Startup Millionaire resource Rolodex, and you also get the Startup Millionaire digital workbook for all the missions, and you get the high ticket agency. I hope it makes sense. All right. What is your excuse? Go to www.promiseohanaje.com/SMC Startup Millionaire Challenge. One very profound story I heard, it was from Silas Brown, of when a lady told him to come talk to her younger brother who is into drugs. She had high hopes that if Les Brown talks to this young man, her brother, he's going to have a change of heart and stop doing drugs. Kind-hearted Les Brown, as usual, what did he do? He went there and started talking to the guy, advising the guy. Less than 15 minutes into the conversation, the guy asked Les Brown to stop talking and get out. I'm trying to be even polite, like it was like, just shut up and get the hell out of this place. If Les Brown has stayed one more minute, the young man would have gotten physical with him and probably leave him with an injury. So Les Brown took his leave, but he was so sad and he was pained. It was written all over his face. You could notice the sadness. Even the elder sister to the young man, she noticed it, and she was now the one consoling Silas Brown. She made a statement that I probably will never forget in my life. When I heard the story, this was the most profound part of the story. She said, "It's not your fault, sir. It's not your fault. Most people won't even participate in their own rescue." It hit me deep. Like when I heard it, someone is offering you help to come out of your misery. Like someone is trying to rescue you from danger. The least you could do is make the person's job easier, because you are the one that will benefit. But you won't even participate in your own rescue. You fell into a pit and someone throws down a rope, but you won't even attempt to use the rope to climb out. You're sick and tired of being broke. Every single time they ask you for money, you're broke. And someone with a proven track record of success gives you an offer to watch him start from nothing and build something substantial, so that you can copy and replicate his results. And you're there thinking, should I take the offer or not? Alright, trust me, see, I understand and I can totally relate with you. Here's why I say so. We are all adults, and we as adults, we are products of habits. After a while, hardship becomes more of a habit than a condition. That's where they say you can take the girl out of the village, but you can't take the village out of the girl. You've gotten so accustomed to a certain level of life that your whole body has subconsciously accepted it to be normal. You find it difficult to adjust. Nobody says it's better than Bankole Williams. He said it's the default human behavior to go to where they are coming from. I know I can help a few people, but definitely not everyone. So if you are among those who are down with me, I'd like to show you just 2 testimonials and we'll wrap it up. Like just 2 testimonials, I'll play them quickly and we'll wrap up this presentation right about now.
Alright, hi, this is Emmanuel here, and I just want to quickly talk about Promise Ohanaje. You see, I met Promise a few months ago, and before meeting Promise, I had this problem. I didn't know what to do at that point in my life, so I enrolled for his class then, and what Promise gave to me was was revolutionary. I would say life-changing. Promise showed me what I needed to do. Promise helped me, and he was there for me. And after that encounter with Promise, my whole life changed, I will tell you. So what I would say to you is, if Promise is telling you anything, buy that shit.
Buy that shit. This is Emmanuel Mo Musa. He after I was done working with him, he is under the employ of Chris Annie at Daba Studios. All right, I'm very proud of him. Here is another person you guys probably want to hear from.
We're recording a quick video testimonial for Mr. Promise Ohanaje, and quite frankly, but 1 minute is not enough to explain and describe the kind of impact that this man has had in my life. But very, very briefly, I recommend him. Mr. Promise Ohanaje knows what he's talking about, and believe me, you are making a big mistake if you do not buy whatever the hell he is selling to you right now. Okay, so take the leap of faith. He always over delivers, that I can guarantee you, and his stuff works, right? He knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for the longest time. He's called the web god for a reason, right? So buy whatever he's selling to you, and that'll be all for now. This is Francis Valnebo signing out for the web god. Cheers.
All right, guys. like I said, just 2 testimonials and we'll come to the end. Yes, we have come to the end of this presentation. Like, there's nothing else to say. I'm not trying to convince anyone to do anything that they will not want to do for themselves. But just one last reminder of what you'll be missing out if you don't join the Startup Millionaire Challenge today. 30 days of live action bird's eye view of me building a business from scratch valued at 50,000 naira. 30 days of video coaching and missions from me valued at 100,000 naira. 30 days of access to the Startup Millionaire Facebook group valued at 25,000 naira. The Startup Millionaire Resource Rolodex valued at 12,500. The Startup Millionaire Digital Workbook for all missions valued at 10,000 naira. The Ultimate Bonus High Ticket Agency Program valued at 1 million naira. Total value 1,197,500. All you have to do is go to the link showing on your screen, www.promiseohaneje.com/SMC. I trust I'll see you on the inside. Bye bye.